Hi! You may well notice that I am in a different attire, I am in a different place, and the reason was because at the end of the last video that I recorded, my computer decided to chop me off mid-flow because I had got up to the end of my storage allowance. Brilliant timing. Thanks for that, computer. It does make you wonder sometimes, doesn't it, when you're trying to get the truth out and things like that happen. So now I only have 15 minutes left before my children come home, because I've had to spend the past God knows how long deleting things off my computer and emptying my recycle bin and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to finish off where I was with the last video, just a couple of bits. We'd got to the higher self of the lady, and she found out, she'd always wanted to know who her spirit guides were, and she never knew. And she found out that her spirit guides were energy beings, and she would see them when she closes her eyes at night, when she meditates, as colour. And she has always seen these colours. One was gold, one was blue. She's always seen these colours, and she didn't know what they were. But it was a huge eureka moment for her, because she always thought she never knew who her spirit guides were. And she couldn't understand why she never met them. And when her higher self told her that these colours that she experiences before she goes to sleep, when she wakes up in the morning, when she meditates, are actually her spirit guides, she thought it was brilliant. She started laughing, and she laughed probably for about a full 2 minutes, because it was just a huge eureka moment. And the only reason I wanted to mention this is for people that are on the spiritual path, that meditate, that do yoga, that do Reiki, that feel that they have not met their spirit guides yet. It could well be that the colours that you experience when you're in that nice serene place, those colours that you experience are your guides, and those colours are a high level consciousness energy being. So I just wanted to mention that, just in case it helps somebody. I also wanted to mention as well that the lady that whose session we just looked at, who was on the planet that was affected terribly by what had happened on Earth. So a big explosion happened on Earth. My guess is atomic bomb. Huge explosion on Earth, and because we're all linked, it actually wiped out the civilization on her planet. There was only a few survivors. And I just wanted to mention as well that when I first started waking up in 2012, I used to get all these, what I thought were ideas that came into my head. Ideas for a book, or, I don't know, ideas for a film. And I always used to see Earth in the middle, and there were 12 planets around Earth, and there was a council of 12 who were all meeting together, all different beings, and I would see the beings, but the Arcturian one would always stick with me for some reason, probably because it was the first time I'd seen a blue being. And all of these beings were meeting up to talk about what they were going to do about Earth, because the things that were going on Earth were affecting them. And I've got all of the original writings that came to me, and as I was trying to make sense of this, and all this negativity that's coming from Earth, it's affecting all of these other worlds. The negativity is spreading because we're all connected, and all of these worlds are going to start being impacted in a really negative way. And that was back in 2012, and I just thought it was an idea, something that I'd made up, something for a book. And I actually did go on and write a book, but that's by the by. But it wasn't my idea. It wasn't my idea. It wasn't something that I'd just made up. It was something that actually has happened. So it was probably, and I know now, it was a memory coming back to me of when I was on the council, and an actual meeting that I sat in where they said, right, we're looking for volunteers to go to this Earth now and sort it out, because if we don't do something in this particular now where we send people into, it's going to have massive ramifications around the universe. So when I then listened to this lady's session, and she was one of those beings on a planet that had been adversely affected by the atomic bomb, presumably this huge explosion, blood and fire, that really, really that really moved me, because she actually was one of the people on one of these planets that's been affected by the stuff that's happened on this planet. And, you know, all of us starseeds, we've come from all over to help Earth. We've come from all over. It's why we're here. It's why we're doing this. It's why all of us who've trained in QHHT are doing it, because we're trying to raise awareness of what's going on Earth right now. We're trying to raise awareness of the Ascension. We're trying to raise awareness of the fact that there are aliens, starseeds, amongst the entire population already. Everyone's waiting for disclosure. Disclosure's already here. Disclosure has been here for forever. It's here, but it's just humanity is not willing to grow up and open its eyes and realise that the way things are happening on the planet, it can't happen anymore. And it's not just us. There aren't just us on this planet. I know we've been told that. We've been told it throughout the whole of our lives, throughout school, and we've sat round tables eating food saying, it can't be just us though, can it? There's got to be more out there than us. Well, we're being told now that there is. And lots of us have already known that anyway. So now is the time for action. It has to be now. And we all have to do everything that we can to be the light in all situations. Show kindness to strangers. Help people. Laugh more. Let love into your heart more. Totally gone off on a tangent there. That happens with me a lot. I am really sorry. Got caught up in the moment. Yeah, so Council of 12. So I'm going to read you, this next one is from a lady who, when I took her into her first past life, she went straight down on another planet from Earth. Here we go. It's all sparkly and there's flowers. Everything's alive. It feels like a free place. It's green, it's lush. The stream that comes down from a waterfall. I'm standing by it. What do you look like? I'm blue. I'm very tall. My fingers are long and they're blue. I'm beautiful. I'm bald. My eyes are green and glowing. My skin's iridescent. It shines. I feel female. It's a strong body, but that's not the point. It's not my biggest strength. I can connect with everything here. The stones, the water, the plants. It feels overwhelming. Beautiful, but overwhelming. All of the records of our people are held in the rocks. We can read the rocks. The plants are so happy here. The plants are just an expression of the planet's love for us. So where is this place, I ask? It's a long way from Earth. I can't see Earth from there. I see woods and forests. My people are in the woods. We live in the forest. There's so many of us that live here. I'm standing on a cliff and I can see into a valley. We live down there, so many all together, all working together, but it's not like work. What is it that you do? We help. We help our planet. We help others like it. Others that are becoming. Oh, I thought that was beautiful. Others that are becoming wow. Earth is important. Earth. So I say, why is Earth so important? It needs to be saved. She's sad. She's felt so alone for so long. She's been trying to speak and no one was listening to her. She is starting to realise that she is not alone. She has been crying, asking for help, but we heard her call. I heard her call a long time ago. Now I listen to her and I carry her message. Who do you carry this message to? Earth humans. It's in my heart. I am giving it to them all the time. I see Earth's connection to me moving up through my spine and out through my chest in waves. There's a light energy coming out of me. Is that something that you brought in with you, or does it come from the Earth? I brought the knowing with me. The love comes from the Earth. I just amplify and resonate with her message. Are you the only one from your planet who came to save the Earth? No, there are 1,000 of us. We are a priest-type caste. I don't know where the others are. We got spread out. We are like petals on the wind. I have not met anyone like me yet. Would you know them if you did meet one of them? Yes, I would feel their resonance in my heart, but we aren't supposed to meet. We are here to repair the grid. They need to stay where they are, and I need to stay where I am. How was it decided that you would come? I decided. I couldn't bear hearing Earth and feeling what she felt, so I wanted to come. When did you make the decision to come to Earth from your home planet? How did that happen? Describe it for me. I die. I had to leave that body to the Earth there. And I say, how does that happen? I will it. It decays and goes back into the soil. When you get free of your physical vehicle, how do you make your journey to Earth? All I see is plasma. It's purple and violet, undulating, and I am inside of it. How does it feel when you are inside of this plasma? It feels nice. I'm just here waiting. What are you waiting for? For the right one in the right place. Describe that process for me. Who is the right one in the right place? And then she says the name of my client, and she says she is the right one in the right place. The father's genetics were important. He was special. He could see. So he had the gift of sight. What is the purple plasma place? It is above Earth. It's in the ether. I'm a bit frightened as I know it's going to be hard. I know I will forget. But if we don't forget, we won't learn the lessons. And then this line that she said to me I thought was so profound and so incredible. We have to be blind so that we can learn how to really see. Wow. And then she says that the purpose of my client being there is to listen to people's hearts and join with them, and together they will build the grid. How does she get into the body? She goes down a long tube which is an umbilicus to the ether. It's made of plasma and it's all colours. It feels good, but I'm not there long, as it's time. It's time to become my client. I feel ready. It will be hard. I know I will suffer. But if I do not suffer, I will not open. And I have to crack to let the light in. I have to understand duality and feel pain so that I am no longer afraid of it. And then she says about her client herself, she came here to give her essence. She came here to give love. She can mend people's hearts. She can perform surgery in the etheric realm. She can remove their energies. She does this with her intention. She is an energy worker. So I ask her what happens when she goes into the body of my client. What does she experience? In this body, I can feel Earth's sadness more, as this body is connected to the Earth, and I therefore feel what she feels, and I feel Earth's sadness. So later on in the session, we find out that my client is Arcturian. So she'd already described herself as being tall, bald and blue, but there are more beings that are tall, bald and blue just than Arcturians, but it was confirmed too that she was Arcturian. And she was told that she can feel them on the ships all around her, they are connected to her. And I say, have they helped her to awaken? Yes, they are so near. I can feel 3 ships near now. What do these ships do? They are watching predominantly and connecting with Earth people and guiding them. They connect from the ships to people's Earth chakras, and then people see this as their own message. So then I just quickly asked about the event and the shift, as I always do. We were given a date, but I am not going to say the date. And the additional information that this lady was given about what she needs to do in preparation for the shift is she needs to look after her body more, she needs to sleep, she needs to drink more water, she needs to be outside more. And then we were given a date, like I say, but in addition to that, she was told it is happening now, but it might not be as quick as she wants it. However, it is picking up. But it is the collective consciousness of the planet who will decide when. It decides which reality you inhabit. So that was a pretty awesome session. Another session that I had was a lady who found herself working as a blue energy being throughout the cosmos. And her job was to fly from planet to planet with this collective of energy beings, transmuting all of the negative energy that had made it into the ether from that particular planet. And that was incredible, how they all worked together and they all joined their blue energies together and they twisted around the negative energy. And they took the energy within themselves and transmuted it, and it became something else. And that was the role that this lady played. And I asked her who it was that had asked her to do this particular job. And she said that she was asked to do it by God and that she felt privileged because it was very, very important work, transmuting this negative energy. So it was something that she felt quite privileged to do. There was also, when I asked her about what it was that she actually did and the different planets that she went and visited, I said to her, is there one planet that stands out more than the others that you just absolutely love? And she said, yes, there is another planet, but it's in another universe. I love it when they say that. It's in another universe. It looks yellow from above. But then when you go down into this planet, to this yellow planet, as you get down into the planet, you see all these incredible colours. Just the most vivid, incredible colours that we just can't see at the moment on Earth. And that for her, as this blue energy being, was just the best planet that she'd ever seen on her travels. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, then I start asking her about, okay, so God's told you to do this work as an energy being. Has he ever sent you on any other missions or asked you to do any other things? And she says, oh yes, I've had quite a few lives on Earth and I've been to many different planets. The red planet was one of them. So I'm like, tell me more about the red planet. So she said, it's dusty, it's very dusty. I was a being, I was blue, I was big with long fingers. And then she starts to go into the body, she starts to go into that consciousness, and she becomes this other being. My body is scaly, I've got big feet and my knees are shiny, and it's like my whole body is shiny. I'm quite muscly, it's as if I've got a suit of armour on. How does it feel to be inside that body? Okay, fit and healthy. What's the red planet like? But she's still focusing on herself here. She's still looking at this body and thinking, wow, this is a bit different. I'm male, I have a partner and a child, but they are okay, they are safe. I feel worried. I feel worried about my wife and my child, but they are safe. We are at war. So I ask her, what is this war? What's happening? Some other beings have come to our planet and want to take it over, and we're trying to make them leave. What are these other beings like? They are skinny and white. Oh, they look disgusting. They have slanty eyes and knobbly knees. Why do they want to take over your planet? There is something on our planet that they want. They want our minerals. So you've gone to war? They want to have the good stuff off of our planet so that they can live, and we don't want them to have it because we need it so we can live. We are defending our planet. They've got big ships and they try and shoot us. They try and eradicate us with these big pieces of technology that they have. How do you feel about that? I'm angry. We all are. How are you going to defend your planet? What are you going to do? We've tried to talk to them and communicate and find a way to resolve it, but they won't talk. They have no morals. We have tried to harm them and make them frightened and cause them pain, thinking that that would make them leave. But it doesn't work. I think we're going to have to trick them in some way, but I don't know what it is that we're going to have to do. And then she gets quite scared and says, I can see them coming from their crafts. Half of me wants to run, but the other half of me wants to stop and fight. I have my weapon at my side. What do you do now? It seems helpless. They're coming towards me. They've taken me away. They've taken me to their ship. There's 2 or 3 of them carrying me towards their ship, as I'm a lot bigger than they are. You'd think I'd be able to fight them off, as I am very powerful. But they are powerful in different ways that we don't know. So, again, that's interesting. She's a lot bigger than these beings that have come down to her planet, but presumably because they're more advanced in terms of their consciousness and their technology, they can't beat them, they can't overpower them. So she's taken away to these beings, their ship, and she says they're trying to get information from me so that they know where to get what they want. I resist, I mustn't tell them. They are getting frustrated and angry. So I have to give her some suggestions at this point to calm her down, because she's getting very agitated, of course. And I tell her that she can move outside of the physical body. She's protected, she's safe. She doesn't have to feel any physical sensations. And we're all of us taught to do that. If we see that a client that we are with is going into a situation where they are going to be upset and hurt, and you know that something is going to happen that's not going to be pleasant, then we will oftentimes take the client out of the body so that they can just watch it as if it was a movie. But she stayed in the body. She said, they're gone. They are talking and communicating amongst themselves. I'm lying on a slab of something and I'm being pinned down. I can't move. I'd rather die than tell them. I don't know what they do with me. I'm thinking of my wife and my child. And I say to her, reassure her at this point, and I say, you know they're safe. She says, yes, I know. So I say, tell me what happens now. She says, they've injected me with something and I feel all heavy. I feel as if there is like a wash that's come over me. It's making me feel sleepy. So I say, what is this serum designed to do? It's paralysing my body. Have they done this so you won't run away? Yes. What happens now? They're about to kill me. You can move out of the body. I remind her again, you can move out of the body. You don't have to feel any physical sensations. And then she says, I'm out of the body, quick as a flash, straight to source. There was a pain in my heart, and in a flash, I just went straight to source. And I say, how does it feel now you're back at source? Relief. Can source tell you anything about why that happened? Are you able to connect? It's an ongoing war. It's been going on for so long. So we'll leave that session there for the time being. But one thing that's coming through in all of these sessions is a lot of these starseeds that have been moved and motivated to come to Earth to help save Earth have all had some sort of negative situation happen to them on their home planet, either by negative beings that have turned up at their planet or by negativity that has come from Earth itself and touched their planet. So it is basically the light being galvanized into action to fight the darkness. And I am getting a lot of starseeds coming to me to find out who they are, where they're from. They're getting images. They don't know what it is that they're seeing. They're trying to make sense of things. I'm also getting a lot of people come to me who are training to be QHHT practitioners themselves, and they want to have a session with somebody to experience it themselves before they go on to help others. So it is really, really encouraging. It does feel right now as if a lot more people are waking up. And that is just incredible, really, really incredible. And it's an absolute privilege for me to do this work. It really is. I have more information to share, and when I get some time, I will share it. But my children are due back any minute, and I have missed them so much today. So I'm going to go and wait for them. My name's Laura Whitworth. As you know, I'm a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner based in Chesterfield, which is Derbyshire in the UK. If you want a session with me, please do contact me. You can find me on Facebook. My page is Quantum Healing Hypnosis Chesterfield with Laura Whitworth. Or alternatively, you can email me at lauraann.whitworth@gmail.com. That's lauraann with an E .whitworth@gmail.com. Whitworth is WHITWORTH. Much love and light to all of you. Hope you are having a fantastic day today. Hope the energies aren't too brutal for you. And as soon as I am child free, again, I will record the rest of the information that I have. Got some really, really good stuff about Atlantis coming. So I think you might be interested in that. Hopefully see you soon. Love you all. Bye.